EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Right to the air is Jackson.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good...
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Mostert. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Flush to his right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to pass. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's given his guys a shot for... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. How about this? And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Prescott now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Now Tua going to keep it running left.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him in behind the line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. throw complete right side to Cooks. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll go on the ground. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Kevontae Turpin.
30 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. On the move past the 40. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
That one good for 33 and a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
A touchdown run there from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Oh, he fakes a spike. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A second down throw for Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And down. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. Dancing to his left. Open man is chosen. He's got him. Into space at the 45.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Robbie Chosen.
74 yards.
And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 18.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
In motion right, Debo.
On second down, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, Buffalo 18. Seven Pirates.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three.